What are the best games on an old system is an interesting question, and it's one that is affected massively by both nostalgia for a time that might be the best part of 40 years gone now, and by modern gaming tastes. But what did people think at the end of the machine's life rather than well past it? Ashens and I wanted to know, so in this archive stream from early 2025 we picked up the first issue of Retro Gamer. Published in 2004, this lists their top 10 games from 10 systems, some of which were barely out of production. Is their list different to the prevailing wisdom? And is that because it's a 20-year-old issue, or because they were insane? Join us for the first of a two-part megastream. Apologies for the inevitable sound quality issues inherent in live broadcasting, and do join us in a month for part 2.
Right then, please welcome to the stage the man in command of Yesterzine, who's called Dudley. It's Dudley of Yesterzine!
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I am doing extremely well, and I have brought along the two best pastimes for any man.
Oh! Macrame and quoits.
Very close. Very, very close. No, it is, of course, judging top 10 lists and annoying stream hosts with barely conceived quizzes.
Yes! Yes! Perfect! Oh, I'm looking forward to this. I'd just like to point out that Macrame and quoits sounds like the worst 70s cop duo ever. Anyway.
For lawyers. It's a very solicitor pair of names.
That is, isn't it? It's solicitor or estate agent, the more I think about it, actually. Yeah.
That think they're posh.
Yes. But in fact, probably have got a load of disused washing machines and car parts just in front of their office and don't have any forms. So, like most of the estate agents I've ever dealt with, basically.
Yeah, that would actually be above average.
So it only would be around here, bloody hell. Okie doke. Jordan Cook says, I have never knowingly heard Dudley speak. You, my friend, need to get over to Yesterzine, the YouTube channel.
Surprised he hasn't, because I've been in the same physical location as you, Mr. Cook. But maybe we didn't run into each other. I forget.
Were you picking his pockets? Because I was trying to, and somebody else got in before me. So I'm assuming it might have been you.
Could have been.
Yeah. To be fair, there are a lot of thieves wherever I go. Well, there's me.
Yes. By definition, there's one.
Okie doke then. What have you got for us this evening, Mr. Dudley?
So, what I have brought along for the crowd is the first issue of Retro Gamer magazine, which, and I apologise for this, everyone, is over 20 years old now.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Retro Gamer magazine has been with us for over 20 years. I know.
Good
God.
The
distance from now to when it started is basically the distance from when it started to the Spectrum, as in its launch. But the point, if I may sort of close in on one for the first time in my life, is that in the first issue, they did a top 10 for a bunch of machines. And my theory is that this is vaguely interesting because those top 10s were compiled much closer to when those machines were current than anything you read now. So I'm interested if they are any different to like what we would now consider the top 10 list. Plus, it means we can yell at a magazine, and we all like that.
Yes. Sorry, I was thrown slightly by somebody, Squeaky G, in fact, saying in chat, Retro Gamer does articles on games that came out after Retro Gamer started.
Yeah. Their rule is 15 years, so absolutely. Yeah. And they do a sort of what was in the news this month thing, and that is now well past the start of themselves.
Oh, bloody hell.
I actually, as a joke, when I covered Retro Gamer issue 1 last year, I put at the end a fake cover for issue 250, but I didn't say it was a fake cover, and it was a picture of Skyrim.
Actually, I remember this, yes.
That is dangerously close to being coverable in Retro Gamer.
Oh my god, Oblivion is coverable, isn't it?
Should be. Oblivion's what, 2008?
Yeah.
Somewhere around the time of Fallout 3, so yeah.
Ooh.
Anything from anything from 2009 back.
Oh, bloody hell. I'm enjoying this little anecdote from Rusty Russ, who says, when I saw the first issue back in 2004, it was the last issue on the shelf, and it looked so grubby that I didn't buy it. Little did I know that was their intention for the cover to look grubby.
There's a reason they stopped doing it after issue 1. You were not the only one to make that mistake. They said since... I've heard the editor at the time, Martin, say that, yeah, that was a huge mistake because loads of people made that exact mistake and didn't buy it.
Bloody hell. It's these little things you think, oh, that'll look cool. And it ends up being a massive problem, doesn't it?
They've retained the little flash in the corner that says old right up till now. But they dropped the other half of that conceit.
Bloody hell.
Because, yeah.
So anyway, the important thing is Retro Gaming Magazine only started 3 years ago and we're all very young. That's my takeaway from this.
Yeah.
I mean, I've made it up, but that's my takeaway from this. Yeah, perfect. Good God. Right, I'm going to flash this over to the people at home and not use the verb flash in that sense again, because it sounds like I'm doing something against the terms of service. There we are. I'd just like to point out to everyone that for the first time in my entire life, I managed to remember the Adobe PDF Reader keyboard combination for full screen. It's Control and L. It finally happened after all these years.
I'm sorry, why would it be Control and L?
Because Adobe is my only answer for that. Yep.
Ballet Dude, I have not heard of that.
Yeah, it's a new one for me as well, Blip. Is it a computery thing, Ballet Dude?
There'll be a pause as I shuffle things around trying to find my pen, and I will write this down to look up.
Yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to do the same. Blip Magazine. A magazine for people who have just seen something on the radar and they don't know what it is. Amiga Square says, meanwhile, Amiga Power was set to have original Jamie Hewlett art on the cover of every issue, but then managing director Greg Ingham nixed the idea because he personally didn't like the characters Jamie had come up with.
And Amiga Power's early covers were awful.
They were just like a mess of words and pictures of programmers, weren't they? Yeah.
And like, no design style at all. It was just, there were a contents page printed on the front, basically. There's no design to it. It's just like, what's everything in the magazine? Great, throw it at the front.
There we are. This is our contents on the cover. Yeah, doesn't quite work like that, does it?
No.
A quick search of my computer has revealed that I actually have every issue of Blip magazine on the hard drive. Ballet Dude says he sent me PDFs of all 7 issues last year. That'll be why I've got them then.
And the mystery is solved.
Yes. My God. Super Bantam 123. 72 months. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, it's also on archived. Oh, good. As many things are. Right, I haven't actually thrown everybody over to Retro Gaming Magazine yet, due to rudeness. There we are. Look at that. It does look really distressed, like genuinely. Yeah. They've done a fantastic job. Especially, 20 years ago, when I presume it was having to be done by small urchins in a dark mine, because they hadn't invented computers.
But yeah, that scans accurate to how they were new, but you can see why people left the things on the shelves because it looked like someone had been at it with like a field mouse or something.
It really does, doesn't it? Oh. Lard Boy 74, 27 months, thank you. Right, what have we got going on? There was a cover disc. Oh my God.
The first 18 have cover discs. Because the first 18 were published by Live, and then Live went under, and the magazine should have died there, really. Imagine fished it out the dumpster behind Live's former office, installed Darren, and, well, he's been there for ever since.
Bloody hell. Ballerina Toshinden, they've actually done that. Look, syntax error, missing cover disc, consult newsagent.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you'd do. And your newsagent would say, I don't know, because... maybe that was just our newsagent. I don't know.
The cover disc is interesting because it's basically a bunch of what they presumably think is freeware, but it's a bit like those slightly dodgy retro compilations you used to get in Currys. I don't think they licensed everything there.
Oh.
And they couldn't have. But like, there's a version of Revenge of the Mutant Camels there, which I'm sure Jeff didn't know about.
Oh.
There's sort of a half-hearted listing in the magazine, but you can probably flip to it at some point.
I have a feeling I might have the disc from this. Somebody gave me a Retro Gamer disc once. Is it in a DVD case?
Yeah. Their full-size DVD case is the first 18.
Does it have like a white background, vaguely similar to the old Master System games?
Not the first one. That's one of the other early ones.
Oh, I've got one of the other early ones.
To tell you exactly which, but yeah.
I would just grab it and look, but it's
the
miles
magazine.
away. Yeah. Well, from glorious past, I've just realised the whole thing is written in the SF Atarian font. Oh my god. I thought I was the only person who still used that. Wait, this is 20 years old. I'm going to shut up. Right. Oh, Mastertronic. Always worth a look. Right, let's jump in. Cheats Unlimited! Oh god, somebody's seen Tomb Raider. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
And has a copy of, I would have said, Poser. It looks like that kind of model.
It's quite a specific period in history, because this is the time where they could sell you ringtones and Java games via these services, and that just seems impossible these days.
Oh god, it does, doesn't it? And yeah, look, Game Boy Advance games, GameCube, Xbox, PlayStation 2, handful of Dreamcast games. Right. We now know when this was published just by feel. Ballerina Toshinden says, as seen on motherboard and graphics card boxes. I was given recently, somebody literally found it in a skip and got it to me before it rained, a Windows 95 gaming PC. That's a lie, it's XP. But opening it up and looking in, it's got a graphics card of the time. And on the graphics card, literally on the cooler, is the most ridiculous 3D render of a half-human, half-shark sort of hybrid monster that I have ever seen. It was possibly the funniest image I've ever accidentally discovered inside a computer in my life. So at some point I'll take a photo of that. Or we can just look it up online.
Maybe that being someone's branding at the time.
Oh, well, just any 3D card had to have some ludicrous render on the box, didn't it? Madness.
Yeah, to prove it could do 3D.
Yeah.
How else would you know?
Yeah, exactly. It can only make weird shark men. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that is not the disc I have. No, definitely not.
Oh, there you go. Yes, it's blue like the magazine. I was right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to step through to the top 10s just to take a look.
Let's do this thing. If anything amazing appears, we'll say something. But there's a Sam Coupe.
The recent ones is the text density is a lot less.
It is, isn't it? They're also very small font.
But I think it was put together on a budget. And to be fair, live, we're not long for this world even at this point. So it probably was put together on a budget.
True enough.
There is, towards the end of this magazine, 10 pages is literally just a gallery of old adverts, which, welcome content, but not exactly high effort content.
Yeah, we've got to film or fill even 10 pages of content, basically, isn't it? Yeah.
The place a traditional magazine would put their buyer's guide of just summing up every review they've ever done, which they don't have to change every month.
Oh, God.
Or just insert a couple of games,
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
All your favourite ZX80, ZX81, Spectrum Plus. Come on, that's pretty much the same thing. 128 plus 2, and the plus 2A, not quite the same, plus 3, and the QL, I suppose. Yeah, it was a Sinclair machine, wasn't it?
Yeah, and an actual Sinclair machine, unlike the although I was about to say the 3 and the plus 2 are Amstrad as well, but they were branding on some really bad PCs as well, which Retro Gamer have chosen to omit.
I can't say I blame them. I'm just going to show off. I do happen to own a Sinclair QL where one of the microdrives still works.
Bloody hell.
It's, of course, completely useless because no microdrive cartridges still work. But that's not the point.
Well, yeah, because it stretched the tape on them, didn't it? So
it did. It's an
basically ruined
absolute
them.
joke, yeah. And the drives
Hey.
would fail so often that their methods of getting around it was to give you two. I mean, it's amazing.
Nice. Nice try. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gamara's got it. The PC200 was the Sinclair where it had ISA slots for expansion, but if you put any ISA card in them, you could no longer close the case, and thus dust got in and ruined everything. So, classic
Genius.
design. Yeah. Brilliant.
Genius. I have in my garage. Oh, I don't think I've ever actually seen one in the flesh. In my garage, I have a very old Sinclair monitor, or Sinclair branded monitor, but it's so broken that I couldn't even tell you what it looks like when turned on. But unfortunately, it had been stored in somebody's shed, so yeah, there's a reason it's in the garage. Dearie me. Right, excuse me a minute. I'm just going to activate my mobile.
Yeah, this is it. Like back then, they could charge you £3 for a 30-second clip of a pop song that would play extremely badly, and now we do anything to try and stop our phones making noise.
We did. That's a bloody good point.
Mine is currently face down and silenced, out of arm's reach.
So is mine. It sitting on the side. Yep, literally face down. Yeah. I think I could reach it if I really stretched, but I'm not going to go for it.
So what you're
Bloody
saying
hell.
is that you're not going to give me £3 for a polyphonic version of the Crazy Frog theme?
I'm going to say no. Thank you for your kind offer, but I've got Crazy Frog Racer and the sequel for PS2. That's good enough.
So do
That's
I.
good enough. Why does everybody have them? I don't even think I bought them. Do they just appear in your house one day?
I did. I don't know if anyone remembers, but a few years ago, myself and a bunch of mates did a show called Quid Game, because I started with the pun and worked backwards. But the point was to prove that you could still buy a decent game for £1. Quid Game, you see what I did there? Sometimes I'm a genius, etc., etc. But Crazy Frog is one of them. Because, I forget who it was, but someone bought that for CX for £1 and did it for that series. Mine was Pimp My Ride for PS2, which it isn't worth £1.
I also have a copy of Pimp My Ride. Why do I have all these bad? Because they were probably about £1. Is the answer?
This is what I was leading to as an answer, that you've seen them in CX for £1 and gone, well, that can't possibly be all bad. Yes, Stuart. Yes, it is. They usually are.
You're absolutely right. So many people in chat have said these services would actually subscribe you for a weekly fee.
Yeah, you had to watch that. You'll probably find it if you look in the small print, but they were like, you bought it for $150, but then you got billed for another one every week forever.
Regardless of if you actually asked for one or not. Lovely.
I mean, I don't know exactly how it was. Maybe they sent you a random one if you didn't request or something, or you built up credits. But yeah, they were by default subscription-y. I don't know if this... I'd have to dig into that small print, and I can't be bothered. But yeah, a lot of them were.
Dave says, they did. I was scammed as a child. Lovely. Oh, yes, here we are. Hang on.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, no, we're zooming in the wrong
Logos.
bit. We're zooming in on the disturbing water balloon. That's not what I was after. But you could have a tiny image of a Ford logo. I changed the logo on my Nokia just by plugging it into the computer and putting something over.
I remember the one I pointed out at the time is that Kylie one. Like, I assume that's supposed to be a signature, but what?
I've missed it.
A little bit further up.
There we are. Yes. I've seen that before. It's like from an album or something. Yeah.
But in that resolution, like...
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
Your 3-year-old could draw that.
It just looks like your screen's broken.
Yeah.
Angry Ed, 47 months, thank you. Right. Calls to this service cost £1.50 per minute at all times and last approximately 2.5 minutes. Lovely. So that's...
Oh, so that's a single purchase thing.
Yeah. So, but that's still, what, £3? It's probably £4.50 because although it lasts half a minute, they charge you for a full minute, I'll bet you.
Yeah. I mean, it's £3.75, but that's if you hang up straight away, which you're not gonna.
God, yeah. Some mobile operators may charge more. You should be over 16. Oh, okay. These ones don't seem to be signing you up for anything, but they are absolutely ripping you off. Lovely.
A bunch of them certainly did. I agree with. I didn't see who in chat, but correct.
Yeah. Good grief.
Uh-huh.
Ballerina Toshinden says Activate should have got into the RAAS ringtones as a service game. Yeah. There is a demon.
God, imagine if your phone rings and it had to dial up a server to get the ringtone in order to play it to you.
God. What world do we live in? That is the Balrog fighting Gandalf in a cool bit of art, but they've done some pixelation on it and spoiled it. That's a shame. That is what the Bard would describe as blistering artwork. It's been blistered, sadly.
I assume it's a stylistic choice because retro, you see.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's happened on purpose. Yeah. 2 early games, loosely based on Lord of the Rings, Shadowfax and Mariah.
I guess you have to remember, this is the point where the Lord of the Rings movies are coming out, so this is an obvious...
Of course!
It's a very obvious tie-in article, isn't it?
That means they're 20 years old or more as well. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Oh, God. God.
Sadly, I know that because in 2004 to 2005, I was working in DVD shops, and that's why I have copies of these things, because I bought them cheap on a staff discount. But unfortunately, that also dates them.
Oh, God. Oh, here's some... they're all Jet Set Willy things, actually, aren't they? Yep. Technically, Jet Set Willy 2 or Jet Set Willy Amstrad, I think, because it's got the astronaut. Oh, covers. Right. I must stop gaping at everything in this and get onto it. Here we are. Top 100 retro games.
Yep. Which they have done by picking 10 machines, about which I have some views we will get to. And doing a top 10 which isn't ordered, crucially, for each one.
Oh, that's interesting. I like the fact it isn't ordered. If not, you're having to force yourself to decide which of 2 games is very slightly better than the other. And it's like, oh, you know.
The thing is, and we'll get to see it, very few games that weren't exclusive appear in more than one of these lists. So they've had to make some choices.
Oh, I'm with you. So if a game is released on Spectrum, Amstrad, and C64, it's very unlikely to be in there. They're looking for machine-exclusive stuff. Right.
I only spotted one game that appears in 2 lists. And I will give them that one. I'll point it out when we get there. But virtually exclusively, even if... they're not all exclusive games to that system, but they've only put them in one of the systems.
Oh, God. This is going to be intriguing. Yeah, they're really going to have to have, made some choices, I think is... Yeah. Let's see. Ballerina Toshinden says, Action Biker on C64 and Spectrum? Surely not.
Both of those machines are covered, so we shall see.
So we start off with Atari 2600, the one I'm a little bit too young for properly, and find playing these games a bit difficult as a result.
There's 3 or 4 of these I don't know. So we may require some help from some of the older people in chat.
Yes. Which is everyone. In order to be in chat on this channel, you have to be older than me. It's the law.
If you look at my YouTube metrics, then yeah, there's an age range, and it is not spring chicken.
Yeah. If everybody in chat had to be older than me, we would have 3 viewers. Right. Top 10 Atari 2600 games, starting with Pitfall. Yeah, you can't argue
I can't
with that.
disagree with that one. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Like one of the best on the system. Enduro. Is that Enduro Racer?
It isn't.
No. No, it's a car racer by the looks of it in the top left there.
Yeah, it would have been. It had predated Sega's coin-op. It looks quite a lot like Night Driver because it would, but if anything, more detailed. It is, as I recall, hard as all balls. It's one of those where you're just going to bounce off the sides constantly. I can't remember if it supported the what do they call them? The wheel controllers on the 2600. They had a name.
Odd, yes. Oh
I can
God!
probably there's some in here. I can probably find them, but they paddles. That was it. Thank you,
Oh,
Chloe.
the little trick. Ah, yeah, no, I was thinking of something different. There we are. Good.
Yeah. No, Chloe's thinking of the one I was thinking of. But maybe if you actually play it with one of those, and I could try it, I guess, because I've got a 2600 plus. But maybe it's a little bit easier. I found Night Driver impossible for the same reason. That on a joystick it was just bounce, and it's one of those that punishes you harshly for going off. So,
Oh, yes.
It,
and you are a man of racing games as well, so you have the have said skills. So,
but let's say more so than any other genre.
You certainly have a lot more than I do. I'm terrible at racing games.
For instance, my prowess at shooting games is so regarded that in one video where I covered a shooting game, 20 other YouTubers recorded insulting me playing it.
Lovely.
And it didn't take any convincing for them to do it. So
God. Oh,
I took the hint.
Tree Fiddy says my first console was an Ace-tronic, so I'm very old. Bloody hell! I've got about 5 Ace-tronics in a cupboard. Most of them not made by Ace-tronic, because that was a rebadged Radofin, I think. Oh, I haven't thought about these things for a while.
Yeah, a lot of these were sold under a bunch of names, Binatone being the famous one.
Yeah, oh God, yes. I've got the ones where you can at least put cartridges in and pretend you've got different games.
What's it? I've got a couple of bonuses. I think it's the Superstar that's interchangeable cartridges and the TV Master that isn't, but I could be extremely wrong about that.
I haven't got a clue. I've got no.
They're
One's
all,
grey.
70s orange.
Oh, that's the stuff. Mine are all a bit later than that. They're all black or grey. It's not quite as exciting. Yeah, not as visually interesting, tragically. Amiga Square says they got their 2600, with games included, in 87 because the K's catalogue were flogging off a warehouse full of the things for £50 a pop. But they had no clue at the time that the tech was a decade old and cue much hunting for anywhere that still sold the carts. That is the problem with getting a machine late, isn't it? Yeah, can't get the bloody games anymore.
And back then, no eBay, so you were going to the car boots and possibly. Which
Absolutely.
by then should have had their fair share of 2600s, because that's after the NES and the Master System reached the UK, so even the console-only people have upgraded. Everyone else is still using, the early people using an ST and the later people using a Spectrum. I was a Spectrum kid at the time.
Yes, same here. I have a feeling it's one of those things where you would go to 2 car boot sales and see no games, but every third car boots there would probably be a box of them for 10p or something.
Yeah. I mean, I did very well a decade later on this. I've got my brother and I have a pile of 2600 games. I've actually just got the duplicates here because I bought a 2600 plus. But yeah, it's an entirely random assortment where we've got 4 copies of some things and nothing of others.
2600 games are still weirdly cheap. They never seem to have, massively increased in price like every bloody thing else. I don't know why.
I'm guessing ubiquity and the fact they don't die very easily because they don't have exposed circuit boards.
This is true,
machine presses a couple of buttons on the side and exposed, so they haven't rotted away like uncared for carts can do.
That is a very good point, actually. I hadn't thought of that.
I certainly managed to get all of ours working that I tested on the 2600 plus. So
I've got loads of the bloody things. I don't ever recall paying more than £2 for any of them. Mind you, they're probably all shit ones as a result. I'm pretty sure one is called Bogey Blaster, and tragically, it's the plain term, and you don't actually shoot balls of snot. But you can't have everything.
Game that is the other one.
Yeah,
someone will have written that.
If it's for the 2600, very good chance. Adventure. Which one is that? That's the one where you're just basically a cube, aren't you?
It's pretty ambitious for the time. It's a fairly big game with a lot in it. It's just you have to accept that all the things in it look like cubes, pretty much.
I don't think I'm pretty sure I've never played it, so I can't comment on it. But
I certainly have.
It is something that people seem to remember fondly. So it must have
Chloe
been
is
good.
again correct, and actually Retro Gamer mentioned this. Adventure is the first video game with an Easter egg. Specifically, the programmer's name is hidden in it. Yeah.
Do you know, I think that's the only way I know what the game looks like, probably from seeing that in videos. Thinking about
Probably, because that's one of those facts you'll know even if you haven't played it, or at least have seen and forgotten, which is effectively the same thing.
I think that is exactly it, yeah. Plaque Attack, that I have played, and it's a laugh for 2 minutes, but it seems odd to be on a best of the entire system list.
Yeah, there's a few of these where it's clearly, and it's fair enough that the author has just, put their personal one on, as it were, and they admit pretty much in the text here it starts probably not on everyone's all-time favourites list. It's interesting, and a lot of 2600 games, including most of the next page, are just bad arcade conversions as good as the machine could do. This isn't.
If Double Dragon is on here, I will set fire to this
It is not.
PDF. Thank God for that.
It's not.
Because you can't set fire to something virtual, but I would have found a way.
So, I mean, Plaque Attack's one of those that I guess it's actually why this list is interesting, because I don't think you'd see it on a top 10 list now, but because you were quite close to the 2600 being vaguely viable, that this is just something that the author remembers, and quite liked. And I think I played it on Spectrum or a clone of it. I enjoyed it at the time, sort of.
Yeah, I remember
I was a
playing
kid,
it
I was an idiot,
I think there's like a PD version of it for Amiga on one of the Assassin's discs, if I recall.
Oh, almost certainly, because there's a PD version of everything on the Assassin's disc. There's a couple of hundred of the bastards.
There are. We have played every game on all of them on stream, and rated every single game against every other game.
No, you get to disc 3, you play Mega Ball, and you stop. That's how to do the Assassin's collections.
But then you never get to Orc Attack.
But on the other hand, Stuart, you never get to Orc Attack.
Orc Attack. Oh, we've got to start playing that again. That's a stream fave, that one. Orc Attack, the return, I hasten to add, not the original 8-bit one, which is a bit...
Oh,
right.
Dear. Now, the next one I haven't played, so I'm hoping someone has.
Oh, I vaguely know of this. It's got like a jetpack or something, or like a helicopter pack. That's about all I can remember about it. No. I really wish, I know we've said this several times, but I wish there were bloody screenshots for these. That would be so helpful.
Yeah, this magazine doesn't do that. I've got a Google window up just to double check, and yeah, it looks like it's trying to be an Indiana Jones game on 2600, but the man from Dumont is making a defense of it immediately.
Ah, Hero is the best game on VCS. Oh, look at this.
Strong words.
Yeah.
Strong words I can't say anything about because I haven't.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't really comment on this one. I know it's well thought of, but that's all I can say, really.
I'm prepared to accept that as canon.
Yeah. Yep,
And if
fair
anyone
enough.
wants to make a defense of boxing, and I really suspect they don't, because I'm not convinced about that one.
Rumoured to have been used as a training tool by Muhammad Ali.
Surely bollocks.
It's got to be, isn't it?
It's barely more interactive than Pong. I mean, I don't know if you remember boxing on 2600, but Retro Gamer describes it as a top-down, and it is. It's like 5-pixel people in a small ring, sort of walking at each other.
Oh my god, no, I've never seen it. Wasn't the game I was thinking of. This looks monstrous. It's horrible. The people look like space cockroaches or something.
Of the ones in this list in the 2600 section, this is the one where I definitely think I disagree. I don't think it worked at the time, let alone in 2004, and definitely not now.
Bloody hell. Well, if anybody has anything to say nice about boxing, and do so now or forever hold your peace.
Meanwhile, only Conan has spotted one of the ones I was going to bring up as a massive missing title from the list. Because, yeah, River Raid isn't on here. And how the hell is River Raid not on here?
Hang on, do we not have River Raid or Yar's Revenge?
Nope. But we have boxing, Stuart.
Why would you need River Raid or Yar's Revenge when you've got boxing? Oh, God.
But yeah, both of those two definitely huge misses from this list.
Good God. I'm pretty sure there is a better boxing game for the 2600 that has like people shown from the side. Am I making this up, chat? Is that actually a
You're
thing?
thinking of Real Sports Boxing.
Ah! Yes, surely that's better. Surely.
You know what? I don't know, but I can't believe it isn't, so I'm going to say yes.
I'm absolutely on the same path there. Pneumatic Liar says Yars should have made it. River Raid was on multiple systems. Fair point.
But I doubt it's going to be featured on any of those systems in this section. Maybe I've forgotten.
True, and let's face it, Centipede, Defender, Frogger, and Phoenix. Pretty sure they were all on different systems as well.
Oh yeah. And they won't be mentioned again. And to be fair, most of those Atari arcades converted to the Atari system, so if they're going to make an appearance, now's the time to do it. And as the man from Del Monte says, Defender and Frogger were pretty good attempts, at least. Defender especially, I think.
I remember Centipede being all right. I think it looked a bit shit, but it played pretty well, if I remember.
Never been the biggest fan of Centipede in general, but I don't remember the 2600 version being especially worse.
No, I'm similar in that Centipede it's fine, but it's not a game I really go back to, you know what I mean? Yeah, Defender was good, Frogger. Phoenix. I'm trying to think if I've ever played Phoenix for the 2600.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah. It's not the kind of game that the VCS is suited to. There's too much trying to happen to me. But nice try.
But yeah,
it's not like they had other systems.
It's absolutely mad to me that they've got boxing on here full stop, let alone when you haven't got Yar's Revenge or River Raid. No. That is mad.
I think those are the two obvious 2600 ones missing.
Urban Lego Spaceman mentions Demon Attack and Turmoil. I'm not familiar with either of those.
Demon Attack I am, it's a good shout.
Brain Impact says, where's Keystone Capers or Frostbite?
Interesting.
No, I don't know those ones.
I think they're deliberately putting the arcade ones on, so I guess there's only so many spaces. But yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm not going to... Pitfall, Adventure... Those two I'm definitely not going to argue. Any of the rest, I'd probably have Yar's Revenge before them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And River Raid, for that matter. So, yeah, interesting. But maybe we'll see some of these games make appearances on other machines at some point. Unfortunately for Mooncats, the Dragon 32 is not one of the machines that Retro Gamer magazine has chosen, I'm afraid.
Boo!
Good night, Alessandro. I should say Alessandro is the one who tested the quiz for me, so we shall see when we get to it.
Oh, thank you, Alessandro. Take care. Right, let's move on to the next machine.
Yep.
Which I'm pretty sure was the C64 from the flash ahead. Yes, there we are.
That makes sense. And we changed author, which is interesting. They seem to have got several people to do these lists. I'm going to say theoretically experts, but probably just whoever didn't run away too quick in the office. The first one I'm going to ask is, and this I kind of want opinions on, and Enigma's kind of got there, Turbo Outrun, but not Outrun.
So, generally speaking, into the screen races on Commodore 64 are the devil's arse drippings.
Indeed. And Outrun is one of the few that isn't. So
yeah, really oddly, because like the Spectrum version.
Oh god, yeah.
But and like Buggy Boy is really good.
Yeah.
And obviously Cisco Heat, fantastic, as we all know.
Don't taunt me, Ashen.
I had to play that game for hours before I wrote about it, and oh god.
I played it for 20 minutes, completed it at my first go, and decided that was enough to write about it.
Oh god. I couldn't pick between WEC Le Mans and Cisco Heat for the second book, and I ended up writing about them both. And it felt a bit off to have two Commodore 64 games that were both the same genre, but they're both so fucking bad. So
boring
bad.
Racing nerd thing here, by the way. You are right, it's WEC, World Endurance Championship.
Ah, there's the answer to that then.
Aha. Sometimes my nerdery is useful.
That's what streams are for.
That one I can settle. Definitely an initialism, not an acronym.
Power Drift is better on C64, says Entity 2D. Oh, I never played it on C64, I don't think.
You know what I play Power Drift on? And this is going to be a little bit obscure. The 3DS version that's 3D on the Sega Arcade Classics.
There's a 3D version? I didn't know that.
There's a couple of Sega Arcade Classics on 3DS, and they are essential. Because they've done them in actual 3D.
Outrun, Galaxy Force 2, I think it's the name of it, isn't it? I don't think I got Space Harrier. Probably should.
There's a cart that brings together a load of them, and of course the now useless to everyone eShop release. But there is actually a cartridge release that's got a bunch of them on, and I think Power Drift is on that cart. So that's well worth tracking down in your local car boot, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good cart. All of them are actually good, but Power Drift is one of those that really suits being 3D, as you might imagine.
What is it? Here we are, Northeast Recluse. The Sega 3D Classics Collection.
That's the word, yep. And thank you, Northeast Recluse. I've got the cart, but I can't be bothered to stand up. I think I've got a couple that aren't on the cart, but yeah, I made sure I got the cart.
Yeah, I want that.
I mean, of course, now, we wouldn't endorse such a thing, but you could, of course, get them via some dodgy means, I am very sure, on your 3DS, which is notoriously difficult to hack.
Oh, yes. NASA's top scientist still working on that one, I believe. Yeah.
Obviously, we would not endorse such chicanery.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Especially when Nintendo have been good enough to leave the 3DS shop open for everyone with decent prices and... Oh, wait. It's in the bin.
So, in conclusion, Turbo Outrun C64 is shit, right?
Yeah, it is arse, isn't it? What a bizarre choice.
They don't even justify it in the text, really.
I'm actually going to load this. I'm sure I've played it, and it was, like, really bad.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can jog my memory on this. There we go. Blah, blah, blah.
I think the only machine where Turbo Outrun is the better game is on Mega Drive, and that's only because they fairly seriously fouled up the port of the first one.
Oh, God, it's coming back, yeah. It's, I mean, there's much worse into the screen driving games on C64, but it's still awful. You know?
Top 10 of the C64 ever?
It's ridiculous. Ludicrous. Madness. And other such hyperboles. But seriously, that is nonsense. Absolute nonsense. No, don't understand where they're coming from. Give us the drugs, Retro Gamer, before you kill yourselves with them. Bloody hell. There's now some music playing on my PC, and I don't know where it's coming from.
10 days of 10-hour stream.
Oh, there we are. A weird Twitch window. Right, that's solved.
Yeah. In the meantime, the cat managed to mute my mic, so I don't know what you didn't hear, but I'm sure it was great. It's got a very, very sensitive, pressure-sensitive button on the top, and the cat has a tail and is an idiot.
Good. That's how cats should be, in my experience. So, yeah, fine.
Another thing I would like help to litigate from chat, Monty on the Run, the best Monty game. Because I could go either way on this one.
I'm not very up on the Monty games. I think I only had Wanted Monty Mole, which I didn't enjoy much. And I've played Impossible, which is a shame for me. But
that sounds like you're just on that basis. You're going to say On the Run's pretty good.
yeah. But if it's
chat is pointing to the obvious other choice, though.
Auf Wiedersehen, Monty. Yes. No, I can't comment on that one. But is it better than the Specky version?
Well, this is the thing. Are we going to see one of those when we get to the Spectrum, which might even be the next machine, actually? Then maybe they just got On the Run here.
And The Last Ninja, of course.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think this is probably the version of Last Ninja to play as well, isn't it? There may have been an Amiga one, but...
Yeah, there's Ninja Remix on Amiga. But I don't know. I'm going to be honest, I never really liked the Last Ninja games. There was something about the random feeling combat.
Yeah, I did, and I probably just looked over that, and I'd have played it on Spectrum or something, but rather than C64, because I never had a C64. But I liked them. I was just absolutely balls at them.
My friend had the... Was it me had it? We swapped it around a lot between us. Last Ninja 2 on ST, and that was an extremely difficult and not very fun to play game at all. But on the plus side...
You go.
Or you could get toilet chains, as in the chains for flushing toilets, out of 2 different public toilets, tie them together and use them as nunchucks. So he gets a point for that.
And in the game.
Yes. Oh, no, not in the game. God, no.
Mensky brings up a point, or rather, Mensky brings up a game that I thought I was the only one who even remembered. Grumpy Gumphrey Super Sleuth.
Oh, my God. Didn't we play that on stream recently? It must have been on one of the crash tapes or something.
It almost certainly was, because it was a Gremlin game. I actually got it as the B-side on the same compilation that had the first video game I ever played on it.
Oh!
Which was again Gremlin sort of shoot 'em up called Metabolis.
Oh my God, I had a poster of Metabolis on my wall for years. It has a really cool picture of like a Birdman going, wah.
Yeah, I for the 40th anniversary of the Spectrum, I did a quick thing on it, and the thumbnail just says bird in pants. Because I couldn't resist.
That is it. That's the one. Oh.
But yeah, Metabolis was my first game ever, but on the B side was Grumpy Gumphrey, and I loved that. I always died, though, at the point where you have to get the boss an alcoholic drink and the controls go to shit.
Oh no. Drunk controls or reversed controls. Kangaroo court, etc., etc. Yep, no, that is a crime against
I could
gaming.
always get to that point. I could never get past that point. And it probably instilled a lifetime hatred of control-altering power-ups.
Oh, just take away the fun of the game. Don't slow the character down. Don't reverse the controls. Don't do
If I may extend the rant, this is my thing about a lot of games even today. Games that spend all the time teaching you skills or letting you acquire skills, and then somewhere late in the game arbitrarily take them away for some reason. Like, you've spent 25 hours putting all your points into stealth, and then suddenly in one bit late in the game, you cannot do it with stealth. And you're like, that's great, but I put no points into shooting, and you are now asking me to shoot.
And now I've soft-locked, basically. Yes. Thanks, guys.
Or like Dungeon 3, a Dungeon Keeper clone, which otherwise I love, in one of the later missions takes away spells and traps from you. And I'm like, but I rely on those. That's not how you make it difficult.
I don't understand that, because if you're making a game about making like a difficult dungeon type thing for heroes to die in, you can't take away traps. That's the whole point.
Yeah. Especially as, of course, in these games, things invade your dungeon constantly, and the way to deal with that normally is to build a lot of traps so you don't have to rush back every 5 seconds. And now you have to rush back every 5 seconds. Anyway, separate point. But yes, control-altering power-ups. Bugger off.
Absolutely. Bugger off in the bin and live there, you swines. Oh, dear. Beachhead 2.
I can't help here.
I've never played it on C64, I don't think. I've only played it on Spectrum. I seem to remember that Beachhead 1 was much better. Well, what are your thoughts, chat?
It's not the first game where we thought that, is it, in this list? So
no, that's entirely true, yeah.
In the meantime, while the chat thinks about that, I'm going to agree with Snakey.
In a similar vein, fuck those levels where they take away all your gear and you have to randomly spend a while either sneaking or using basic attacks for no reason. Final Fantasy VIII. Especially because you usually get your gear back minutes later. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolute hatred for that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So Hillary says Beachhead 2 is better?
It has a simultaneous 2-player mode. I did not know that. Okay. Now I am prepared to give in on that if there is a cool 2-player mode, because
we are now also getting a list of games that do the bad thing.
Yeah. Oh god.
I didn't actually mind the MJ stealth sections on the Insomniac Spider-Man games, but I can see why you would, because they are exactly that. You want to be the cool superhero, and you can no longer be the cool superhero. I remember another example of this, and this is going to be something no one's played. The original SNES or Mega Drive? One of the two. The original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game, I think it might be SNES, where you start as a teenager, which is a bit shit, and then you get to be the Power Ranger midway through the first level, and you go and you continue and you beat the boss, and then you start level 2 and you're just the teenager again.
Oh,
and
what?
So half of the game is played without being a Power Ranger, and those sections are universally twice as hard and twice as shit. And I cannot get past the teenage section of level 3. Because, so now I haven't seen half the game because it weirdly every level takes away all your cool shit.
Bloody ludicrous.
Yeah, which is a shame because otherwise that's actually a really good game.
So Clockwork has said something fascinating. Beachhead 2's two-player was versus mode, going through the various stages with player 2 as the baddies. Oh. That is interesting. So it's like these asynchronous horror games that are a thing at the moment. That's very interesting for a game that early. Yep, okay, you've sold it to me. And now I will never play it.
I'm muted to cough. That's the wrong way round.
Right.
Now, interesting. So, top of the second page, how do we feel about, in the top 10 for the C64, the Great Gianna Sisters? A game that obviously was actually on sale for about 25 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it turns out Nintendo noticed. But I actually tend to agree, because the thing about it being a rip-off of Mario Brothers is it's ripping off something pretty good, and it did an okay job with it.
If I remember, all the level designs are just copied one-to-one from Mario, aren't they?
Not quite, but enough of them... Yeah. The start 20 seconds of the game is literally identical. And then there's a lot of stuff that is very, very similar. Yeah, there's some love for it in the chat. I agree. I actually thought it was really good.
I've never played the C64 one. I've only played the Amiga version, but it was a lot of fun,
It's a shame that I'm glad it got preserved because it deserves to be. Thornius has brought up a point I was preparing to bring up. There is a reboot of Gianna Sisters semi-recently called Twisted Dreams. It's really good. Everyone should play it.
What platform is that for?
Oh, most modern things. It's certainly on Switch. It's certainly on PC. I think it made its way out for at least one of the PlayStations and Xboxes. It's got an interesting mechanic where the twins are... There's sort of a light twin and a dark twin, and you have to flip between their worlds to progress.
Interesting.
It's actually really good. And again, they've taken the music and done some really good work on it.
I thought it was 3DS for some reason. It
probably is also on that. I just have it on PC and Switch. Oh god, I can't read how light that is. Fredcon says the developer made it to prove to Nintendo that Mario could work on C64 and to try and get the contract. Well, they sort of ruined that by releasing it. But that's not the only time that's happened. Because Commander Keen exists as id attempting to prove to Nintendo that it could work on PC. I think it was Mario 3 they were trying to get a contract to convert, and obviously Nintendo weren't interested, so it became Commander Keen.
Bloody hell. Much nicer to actually have your own hit series, so ultimately good for them, but interesting.
Oh, Craig Johnson says there's a Gianna Sisters DS that isn't Twisted Dreams. Fair enough.
Oh, that's the one I'm thinking of then. Oh, Mensky actually mentions it was on DS initially, I believe, or 3D. Yeah, right, so that is actually a different game. Gotcha. Right. I assume a more straight remake. I think I have vague memories of it, but yeah. Says Gianna's launch was aborted so hard that they only found the Atari ST release like 2 years ago or something. Holy shit, there was an ST version. None did anyone else until 2 years ago, I guess. Yeah. And Mentor says the same people made Catechis on C64, got in hot water with it being very similar to R-Type, then got the C64 R-Type contract. It did work once. Yeah. Oh my God. Blogo a few weeks ago did Katakis, which I didn't know about at the time, and yeah, he did a good explanation of that. If you want to go back on Blogo's Pals channel. Ooh, I shall do. Right, I know that for later. As always, pages of notes on what comes from streams like this, right? Absolutely. Snaky B says a weird amount of gaming history was made by Nintendo being bizarrely against things that people really wanted. Yep. Well, is. Yeah, absolutely true. Right, what's next? Barbarian. Oh, good version on the C64. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, if you're going to put it on any machine, it's a good machine to choose. Mm.
Another game with a 2-player mode as well.
Yes, true enough. I think it's the 2-player that makes that, actually. I can't think of a bad version of the original Barbarian. Or Death Sword, if you're American.
God, we could do a whole thing on American renaming of games, couldn't we?
Oh, God. And American versions of C64 games, sometimes entirely different ones. Yeah, Barbarian, yeah, I think that's fair enough, probably. I've never played C64 Arkanoid, though. Can't comment on that one.
Oh, I assume it's as good as any other Arkanoid. So we're back to Mega Ball, of course, which is essentially a clone of it.
Yes, true enough. Best on the system for C64, don't know, but okay.
Oh God, what's the Game Boy launched with a very Arkanoid-like game, and the name has gone straight out of my head, despite the fact I own it and love it. Someone help me.
Oh, I can't. Alleyway, says Craig Charles.
Thank you, everyone. And then I'm distracted by Ballerina Toshinden mentioning one I knew, because Nebulous on C64 was Tower Topper Castellian, and actually in Japan got the license of some cartoon character whose name I've forgotten. The NES release was called Castellian even in the UK. It's weird. That game was everywhere, but yeah, there's some cute cat character in Japan that there's a version of Nebulous Castellian licensed from, and only in Japan. Which, isn't relevant, but adds local colour.
Absolutely. Next up is Delta. That's a side-scrolling shooter. Most people, I would have thought, would have said that Sanxion was better, but I preferred Delta. So
see, this being shooters, I don't know them, so I shall have to defer to you. Kara-Chanland, that's it. Thank you.
The problem with Sanxion is it has this thing where, like, half of the screen is the vertical image of the play area, and the top of the screen is like the horizontal version of the player, and you have to try and work out where you are between the two, which just adds an extra layer of fuckery, and I'm not really so interested.
Standard level of fuckery.
Yeah. But Delta, yeah, good. I can tell you a story about Delta. A friend of mine, who is now a solicitor, again, irrelevant, but adds local colour, when he was a child, actually wrote in to Zap magazine complaining that Delta did not get rated as a Zap Sizzler. There we are.
Well, they're vindicated. Maybe it was our author here that wrote in.
Yes. Airborne Ranger, I didn't know there was an 8-bit version of.
No, I didn't. I played it on PC, and I got it in a pack with Pirates and I think Gunship, because they're all Microprose games. There was a 3-pack for PC at some point that I had, and yeah, I spent a surprising amount of time on Airborne Ranger. It was actually really interesting, and one of the earlier sort of stealthy games. Not many things tried to do that at that time, but you could some of the time use stealth in Airborne Ranger. Of course, I spent like 99% of my time playing pirates because pirates. But yeah,
well, absolutely. But yeah,
as the one I got when I bought a compilation that happened to include pirates, I did spend a lot of time in Airborne Ranger. So yeah, I'll accept that being on a top 10, and try not to giggle at the name of the next game.
Rim Runner. Yes. Nothing dubious about that whatsoever.
Ballerina's making the same comment.
Yeah. This is a bit... I remember this game being a bit of a technical marvel, but not much fun. Am I right, chat? This is a very weak memory, so I could be wrong.
Alice is having something of a rant about the entire list, and she is not wrong. But the one I agreed with is any of the Dizzies. For what it's worth, Alice, I happen to know another Dizzy game appears later on a different machine, so they're not completely forgotten.
I mean, I'm very surprised one of the Creatures games is not here, because they were so well thought of.
You know what the other obvious missing one there is? Mayhem in Monsterland.
Oh,
infamous recipient of 100% from one of the Commodore magazines.
Yes.
I actually got some shit on Twitter from Julian Rignall for saying that they gave that score as a joke and it wasn't serious. And to be fair, my only evidence for me saying that is the editor saying that they gave the score as a joke and it wasn't serious. So yeah, I mean, it's obviously a failure of my research.
Terrible. I can't believe you went back in time and made him say that. That's appalling. I mean,
it was Commodore format because it's in an interview with the Commodore format archive. He literally says we essentially gave it as a joke because it was the last great C64 game and they knew it essentially. And it's not 100%, but I'm surprised not to see it make a top 100, a top 10 of the machines.
I mean, I would have. Where is Oh God, what's the one where you have a robot and you can like interface with other robots and take them over in a mini game? Not Quasatron. That's like a isometric.
This just sounds like a dream you've had at this point.
I mean, it probably is, but Paradroid. Yes, Paradroid. Thank you. Yes.
Half the universe is screaming.
Paradroid. It's one of the most famous and well thought of C64 games, and is great. Much better than, for instance, Robobolt. But yeah, where's Paradroid? Where's oh God, that late release game that's like a survival horror-y thing, Firestarter or something. That's really good.
Impossible Mission's another good shout.
Bloody hell, yes, Impossible Mission. That's mad because people were. Yeah, I liked Quasatron better as well, Reckless Rick. Project Firestarts, that's the one. Yes, yeah. There's a lot of really obvious stuff missing from here, isn't it?
Ballerina Touch and Den essentially says that they basically picked the first 10 titles they thought of they had as a kid, and quite possibly, actually.
Yeah. I liked, one of my favourites, C64, is Archon. The old sort of weird chess, but the pieces fight each other. Famously remade as Dark Legions, I think, on the PC.
I remember Battle Chess, which did exactly the same thing, but I'm guessing that's unrelated and just the same kind of idea.
Oh, this one, it's not actually chess, and when the pieces fight each other, you actually control them.
So sort of fair enough.
Skill. Yeah,
no, Battle Chess is just sort of canned animations in an attempt to pretend that chess is interesting.
Yeah.
Right, that's a fight started. Next.
Yeah, where's IK Plus? Great C64 version, yeah. California Games, Turrican, yeah. God almighty, this is mad, actually.
Let's hope some of those games appear on the Amiga and ST lists, or indeed on the Spectrum and CPC. The Spectrum, I believe, is up next.
Right, we're going to have a look. I was going to do a pun based on Rim Runner. I'm not going to, because I've just realised how that's going to sound. And we'll move swiftly. Whizball. Actually, that is an excellent point. One. Yeah, how is that not on the C64 list, Viggledy? Do you know, that is the most extreme one, I think. But anyway, Specky time with... I said... There we are. Jet Set Willy. Fair enough.
Yeah, can't really argue that point. Although it's an interesting one to choose. Do they also include Manic Miner, or are they just going to go with Willy? They're just going to go with Willy.
I'm going
to say Willy another time.
Jet Set Willy 2 is better, I think. Has more rooms that all fit in with the ethos and has a load of bug fixes.
Did Matt Smith still do Jet Set Willy 2? Or had he checked out at that point?
He had totally checked out by that point.
Yeah.
Jet Set Willy 2, if I remember correctly, is actually the massively expanded Amstrad version of Jet Set Willy ported back to the Spectrum.
Oh, fair enough. That makes sense. I mean, just through the previously mentioned what you had as a kid was best theory of top 10 lists, I would be Jet Set Willy, because that's the one I played at the time constantly. Whereas I didn't have Manic Miner at the time, and I don't think I ever had to. So, yeah.
I never had Manic Miner, actually, thinking about it. That's only a game I really played years later.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a function. I got my Spectrum in late 86, so I guess Willy is marginally more current. Marginally.
Yeah, nobody ever seems to really mention Jet Set Willy 2, but I thought it was noticeably better having played both. But there we are. It's not by Matthew Smith, and that seems to be what history, or what people want to remember, which I understand, because it was quite genuinely a kid in his bedroom making the top hit game, which is kind of cool, isn't it?
I see someone saying they played something on a Master System and have to scroll up to see what it was. Oh, Xenon 2. Yes,
Ooh.
Which Girl with the Dragon 32 points out no one realised was crap. I realised it was crap. And actually, the Master System version is a good way to prove that. Because, obviously, it's a really good attempt. Like, genuinely. But once you strip sort of the technical elegance out of Xenon 2 and start to see the game that Xenon 2 is, it kind of brings home that, yeah, like, you've done a perfect conversion here, chaps. Excellent, brilliant work, much more than it deserves.
I'm never a fan. It's too much of a sort of memory test to me. It
No.
just never feels
It's so
vital.
slow.
Yeah, and there's bits where you have to reverse. I mean, I don't know who made that up, but anyway. Well, but you don't have to reverse, of course, if you've remembered where to go from playing it before.
And let's hope that no one mentions Xenon 2 again in this article.
Oh god, you know it's going to come up on the Amiga. You just know.
And I'm going to distract you with that rare driving game that I haven't played at the time, Turbo Esprit. It's not like the other Lotus games. It's almost open worldy, and I'm upset I never played it at the time because I would have bloody loved it.
It was one of the first games I had on my Spectrum on a copied tape. Would you believe?
Damn you, sir.
Yeah, well, one of the only copy tape I had for like about 18 months after getting the Spectrum as well. But all I remember from it is you could shoot other cars and they explode. And if you were going too fast, you would ram into their fire explosion and you would explode as well. And you could see the indicators when you went to move left or right.
Which, it sounds like you're almost being sarcastic, but that would have been huge at that age and at that time, right?
That was. I remember just being so impressed. It's only basically there are 2 pixels and they flick them on and off, but it looks, looked the part. It was genuinely quite impressive,
I mean, to be fair, in 2025 they still don't fit BMWs with indicators, so it's pretty impressive they have it in the 1985 game. Predcon, this is not the Gremlin one. This is actually by Jarell.
Yes. Yeah.
Jarell's interesting, actually, because they got to about 1986, gave up making video games entirely, became a financial software company, and they still exist. But they make accountancy software, and have done for 30 years.
I found out recently, after seeing, what's his name? Is it Clive Townsend? Talking about it at the launch of the Spectrum documentary. Mm-hmm. It's pronounced Durrell Software.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know that. We pronounced it Durrell forever.
Yeah.
I literally only found out like a couple of months ago. Yeah.
I will have trouble stopping doing so, but good to know.
Oh, yeah. I've... The other ones that got me completely were finding out that Asus was pronounced Asus. Mm-hmm. That threw me entirely. And what's the other one that gets me? That HR Geiger is HR Giga.
Yeah, I can't make my brain do that one.
Yeah. See, and it must have been like 30 years I've been pronouncing them all completely differently, Although I will now admit to you that when we had the Metabolist poster up, we thought it was pronounced Metabolus.
Oh, I did that. Yeah. As a 6-year-old, I did that. It took me some time to train myself out of it when I realised what the actual word was. And the mechanic in the game, for those that don't know, is your death is because you have a heart attack because you're too scared, basically. It works, but I didn't know that. Rusty Russ is right. The Gremlin Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge was written by the same people as Kickstart, namely Magnetic Fields, namely Sean Southern.
Oh my god, Kickstart or Kickstart 2 for the C64 list.
Yeah. Same guys. And Trailblazer.
Yeah. Should have been on there. Yeah.
Oh god, the Amiga port of Outrun we will not talk about, especially its intro, which made an appearance on This Week in Retro this week, and that just served to remind me it existed.
That's a crime in and of itself.
I will take it up with Neil.
So, Turbo Esprit, which I didn't like much at the time, but I think I couldn't quite get my head around it. Being 10 years old,
fair.
you know what I mean? I feel like if I went back to that, I'd get more out of it. Robocop is, of course, fantastic on the Spectrum. Inexplicably, the second best version, including the arcade, which is mad. I mean, I don't know how, but they just made the game more fun,
Yeah. Oh, you could do it. Batman being an obvious example.
Simple, yes. And as we were talking before the stream started about games on Game Boy that use a lot of Spectrum assets or are effectively the same game, and Robocop is one of them. And the Game Boy version of Robocop is the best version of Robocop from the first film, which is insane considering there's an arcade game. But the arcade game is a coin-guzzling chore.
Through sheer coincidence, Roast into Spectrum discovered a Robocop animated series today and was watching it, and the point we were thinking is that's an 18 rated movie and someone's making a cartoon, and it's weird how normalized that was in the 80s.
There are multiple RoboCop cartoon series. There's RoboCop, the series, the one we know of, and RoboCop Alpha Command, where he looks like a tank and is effectively Inspector Gadget. What
Ballerina Toshinden brings up Dragon's Lair on Game Boy is just Roller Coaster, which is the literal one Stuart and I were talking about, because Stuart discovered that about an hour ago and is still recovering. The relevance being, February's Yesterzine will cover that. So I was playing it today, and I wish I hadn't. I literally own the cart of Dragon's Lair on Game Boy. Please don't be like me.
Oh no, Snakey Beater. RoboCop the series was live action. There's RoboCop the animated series and RoboCop Alpha Command, which the Alpha Command had action figures. I only discovered that recently. I don't know why you'd want them, because the designs are monstrous. But there we are. Oh god. Incidentally, Dudley, make a note, because you will enjoy this later. All right. Look up the intro for RoboCop Alpha Command on YouTube.
RoboCop Alpha Command.
And enjoy the incredible lyrics.
Oh, excellent. I shall do. RoboCop did okay with game adaptations in general, didn't it? Because RoboCop 3 on Amiga is actually really good and actually very advanced for the time. And the very late era RoboCop 3 on Master System is actually also a really nice 2D shooty.
Yeah.
So uncommonly good games, generally.
RoboCop 2 was a bit sticky on some of the platforms. Like the Amiga version is far more impressive visually than the ST version, but a far inferior game.
Is this a CPU speed issue where the ST's just got a little bit more of that to kick along the difficulty?
It's a completely different game.
Fair enough.
Basically, the ST version is like an upgraded version of the 8-bit game, and the Amiga one is its entirely own 16-bit thing. But yeah, it's not much fun. Most of the Amiga RoboCop 2 is flying around on little jet-propelled platforms, which really doesn't feel very RoboCop-y.
Is that one of those times where they've reskinned another game that was in development?
God, does it feel like it. It would not surprise me at all. Absolutely would not surprise me at all. The only thing that sticks in my mind about that game as being positive is, if you enter the cheat mode, it has a special cheat mode song it plays. Like a tracker thing with samples in going, cheat mode, or something like that. I can't remember now. But
I love that already.
Yeah. But very little else to enjoy from that. But yeah, RoboCop on the Spectrum. Yeah. And Bubble Bobble, a fantastic version on the Spectrum, yes. Yeah.
See, that's what I was going to ask, because no one's going to debate that should appear on some top 10 list somewhere here, but the Spectrum version specifically then?
It's not the best one by any stretch. It's probably the C64 version is better, actually, if I remember.
Well, I mean, there was so much competition for that list, apparently.
Yeah, well, yes. But the thing about Bubble Bobble on the Spectrum is, while it doesn't look particularly amazing, it plays really fucking well. You know, it is a good one.
My favourite Bubble Bobble, weirdly, Game Boy Advance. It's called something like Old and New. And it's just a really nice port. And even the new version isn't new, but they just sort of graphically and musically overhauled it. It's just nice.
I'd totally forgotten about that. I remember buying
good.
Bubble Bobble and Rainbow Islands in a combined pack for the Saturn. What a weird thing to buy.
That's on PlayStation 2.
Yes, that makes sense, yeah. Anyway, what is game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? The Great Escape.
Now, I'm signing straight up to this because this was a huge favourite of mine as a kid.
I couldn't get my head around it. I had it in a compilation, and I was excited because it got a Crash Smash, and I just never really understood. Again, probably playing it too bloody young, you know.
Probably. I played most of it initially with my dad, and it is actually... I should probably explain this one because it's really, really advanced for its time. The idea is you're obviously trapped in a German concentration camp, and you have to escape by, picking up items, finding some wire cutters. There's actually something like 10 ways to escape. But if you leave the game, it actually plays itself, and you'll go to roll call, you'll go to lunch, and so forth and so forth. If you take control yourself to go hunting for the things you need to escape, you need to make sure you go back to roll call. Otherwise, you'll start getting captured and put in prison overnight. And if you do, your morale falls. And if your morale hits bottom, the controls stop working, but the game continues to play itself.
I remember that feeling really sort of dark and depressing.
It's worse than a game over, isn't it?
It is. Your spirit is broken, and now you're just a drone.
Exactly. But there are a lot of clever ones. Like you could dig a hole out from the back of your bunker, your room, but you had to remember to cover it up when you left in case a guard wandered in and discovered it. So you have to do that and still get to roll call while doing the digging. And yeah, I really would like a remake of it because it was, impressive.
That's a game I should probably go back and try. And mind you, these days it'd probably annoy me because it's got 40,000 keys. But
too bad. But yeah, obviously it's clunky. But yeah, it's probably worth a look.
Yeah, I always felt there's one that passed me, but I think I was just too young to get my bloody head around it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, Myth is fantastic, and by far the best version of that game.
I did miss this one for probably the reason Retro Gamer says, that it was very late. So you'll have to explain this one to me.
So it is a superb, absolutely superb little action adventure game. We completed on stream not so long back, actually, where basically you go through time and have to go through. Hang on, I've got to work out the time periods. There's like ancient Greece. Mm-hmm. Before that, you're in hell. I don't know what time period that is.
Tuesday.
Yeah, that's it. Then ancient Egypt. I feel like I've missed one. Yes, I've missed the Viking, the Norse stuff. And then you have some weird shoot-'em-up bit at the end. But it's incredibly good. Fantastic animations, really fun to play and work things out. All sorts of little one-off monsters and things. And set pieces that only appear once in the whole game, so it feels a bit special. It's absolutely superb. Whereas the Amiga version and the cancelled ST version is a far more impressive affair, full of, cool graphics and sounds and stuff, but it plays like shit. It's absolute shame. And as many people have mentioned in the chat, there's an NES version of it where they've changed it all so you're Conan, and it is a Conan license.
Sure.
For reasons. Yeah.
To be fair, that tended to happen. There's a Sega game called Secret Command or Secret Commando, depending on whether you believe the box or the title screen, that in... Seriously.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
In America is a Rambo game. In Japan was licensed from some random anime.
Oh.
But we got the entirely unlicensed one that they couldn't make up their name for their mind for the name of. So yeah, that did happen.
Bloody hell. It's so odd, isn't it? To see the same game. Well, I just had that earlier with Dragon's Lair themed roller coaster, which has got to be the weirdest example. Bloody hell. Trapdoor is...
Stay away from it.
Yeah, don't you open it, You'd be a fool if you dared, to be fair. It's weirdly unique, Trapdoors. I think that's why I like it. It's very slow and deliberate and odd. And far more of a puzzle game, really, than anything else. But
sounds interesting, but top 10?
Yeah. It's also incredibly impressive visually. It almost looks like the cartoon, but on your Spectrum, which is, absolutely astonishing for the time. It's, what was his name? Don Priestley, who did several games with, massive sprites. The Benny Hill's Madcap Chase, Flunky, Gregory Loses His Clock, all the classics. But I don't know if it's one of the best on the system. Yeah. So late night Channel 4 animation or something. I do like it a lot, but really not sure about best on the system. But there we go. And everybody's saying in Minder, yeah, but Minder didn't have the giant sprites, did it? But Minder is excellent. It's an excellent game. But yeah.
Minder's almost become something of a meme in the last couple of years. I think everyone rediscovered it at once.
Yes, I gave a copy to Alessandro because I said, you're not going to find a more British game than this.
No, entirely fair, yeah.
And then somebody gave me a copy of Jeff Cape's Strongman to give to him, so he did end up with a more British game.
Yeah, he's pretty much covered. Yes, Commissar Ludfang, sorry, that took me a second. Yes, the Game Boy game you're thinking of, that's Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, and Garfield, is Crazy Castle. That entire series also has versions that are licensed from the real Ghostbusters, from Woody Woodpecker, and several other Disney properties. Some of which different to each region. You will find in the UK certainly the Garfield one and the Bugs Bunny one. Yes.
God.
The entire it's worth look up on Wikipedia because I can't begin to explain it. Crazy Castle as a game, and there's basically a table that tells you what each game was in each region, and it's basically random.
Good God.
Like I think the Ghostbusters one is the Garfield one is Mickey Mouse, and it's all the same game. And that's all on Game Boy.
I mean, I knew about this one, but I'd totally forgotten just how many there were.
Yeah.
I'd totally forgotten Woody Woodpecker, you know.
I think that's how the series ended, that most of the late ones are basically Woody Woodpecker licenses. But it's, it's the same gameplay. Yeah. Good games, actually. A little bit dull, but good games. But yeah, it's just weird to see that much licensing going on.
So many odd things. God.
Yeah,
there we are.
I think
if it exists and it's a cartoon, you're going to have a version of this game for it. Madness.
They just picked the most popular one in the region at the time, I think, basically.
Next up on the list...
Target Renegade.
Renegade.
Are we sure?
I mean... People make I think, valid point that Renegade 1 is probably a bit more fun and immediate as a game, but you've got the simultaneous two-player mode. So that gives you Target Renegade, yeah. The problem with Target Renegade is it's a little slow and it does become dull relatively quickly. But it's still pretty good. It's one of my favourites, but...
Okay.
It's hard to say if that's really one of the best on the system. Do you know what I mean? I feel there are better ones that have been left off.
Multiple people before they all got distracted by Crazy Castle have been saying such things. Yes.
Yeah, they're all correct. Yeah.
So finally, and I think it was Alice who complained before, we have a Dizzy game. And if we're going to choose a Dizzy game, are we choosing Treasure Island One Life Dizzy?
No, we're not choosing Treasure Island One Life Dizzy because of one bloody life.
I'm assuming everyone knows why it's one life, right?
Oh, yeah, this came up recently, strangely. Yeah. But yeah, it was a case of, oh no, there is a bug where you can lose all your lives at once if you drop the snorkel underwater and we haven't got time to fix it. Oh, fuck it, let's just have one life then.
I mean, you would think the solution would be to just stop you dropping the snorkel, but apparently they discovered this really late in development and panicked, basically, because I assume David Darling was going to break their legs if they didn't deliver it in the morning.
I think that's very likely, yeah. I mean, I had Treasure Island Dizzy, and I love Treasure Island Dizzy, but it's not... Fantasy World is better, I think. I would personally put Fantasy World above it.
Fair enough. I don't know if another Dizzy appears here. This is the one that I mentioned when I saw the original complaint that the other one didn't have a Dizzy. Magic Land is so much better than the first three Dizzies. Well, I'm sure Alfred Williams will thank you because that, I think, was his first one.
And hello, 497-11664. How you doing? Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever really played any of the Dizzies beyond 3, because the fourth one is meant to be fantastic.
No, I think Fantastic Dizzy's like the fifth one.
Oh God, there is one called Fantastic Dizzy. Jesus Christ.
Thank you for the setup. That is the one that got a full release on the Master System. Oh, look who turns up. Hello, Alfred. You see, you mention his name once and he turns up. He's like a very efficient Beetlejuice.
We don't have time for 3 names these days. Come on, just say the one thing. That's what we need. But yeah,
I mean, the man has 3 first names, so you know.
I've got to actually play Magic Land Dizzy properly.
Now,
it's the one everybody says is the best.
Fenkirk, the excellent Dizzy collection, was released on Game Gear, as I'm sure you well know. But there is a finished version on Master System you can find on the internet, but it was never released.
Oh, spooky.
I have actually, because you can get cheap flash carts from AliExpress for the Master System. I've actually made up a few games where I've either taken leaked box art or made my own and made myself copies of games that were never released. So I've actually got a Hook and a Lemmings 2 for Master System, which are actually flash carts. But it's just nice to have those on the shelf because they should have been released. Also, I apparently blown Fenkirk's mind. Yes, Fenkirk, go looking for the Master System version.
Isn't the Master System version actually available from the official website, or have I got that confused with something else?
Could potentially be. I don't know, but yeah.
That could have been a long time ago, even if I am correct, so yeah, maybe not. But
Fenkirk's right. Lemmings 2 by Spidersoft, tragically never released. Fenkirk, Hook is also by Spidersoft. The same guy had 2 Master System games that were completed but unreleased. I feel for him.
God.
He actually, Lemmings 2 is as officially released on Master System as it can be, in that the programmer found it, compiled it, made it, and basically semi-leaked it on the SMS Power forums. So, I mean, it's not legal because he certainly didn't ask Psygnosis's permission, but you can just go download it from there. And I suggest you do.
Bloody hell. Good God, I never did.
Yeah.
I quite like this idea of the flashcards. That's quite a cool thing.
Yeah, they're about 20 quid shipped, and of course you can buy multiple at once, and that's cheaper than you buy a real cart for. So get yourself a box, which is easy enough to do. If you've got a decent printer, print an inlay, might as well be a real copy. Amiga Square makes a good point. Yes, Spidersoft ruined pretty much everything. The Pinball Dreams and Fantasies games, they ported to many systems and buggered it up entirely. Pinball Mania on the Amiga, which somehow looks worse than Fantasies, but somehow requires a 1200, was theirs.
God, yeah.
The only 2 good things I have seen from them are Lemmings 2 and Hook for Master System, and neither got released.
Lovely. You bastards, this game's good. We're not releasing this.
That's not what we do.
The Spidersoft creed. Yes.
As I recall, Spidersoft were justly punished because they eventually ended up as a QA department for someone like 2K. So,
let's say it. A fitting punishment.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh, bloody, actually, that sounds a little harsh, that one, but blimey. And back to school, which is fantastic. Yeah.
I'm going to say yes to this rather than School Days, but I have a vague sense that might be slightly controversial.
I think you're absolutely right, because Back to School is effectively School Days, but more School Days.
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit 1.5, but the thing is, it is 1.5, and we have the choice of which to play, so...
Precisely. No, 100% behind you on that one. Plus, more importantly, you can go along fast on your bike, stand on the seat, and then jump over a gate, which is one of the weirdest looking things I've ever seen animated in a Spectrum game, but I love it. Absolutely love it.
Lovely. I guess no one did anything similar until Bully, and then, like, literally every game they've done that GTA isn't GTA 5, Rockstar immediately forgot they ever did it, so we've never seen a sequel to Bully.
Is that
I still think it could work.
Canis Canum Edit?
Yeah, that's the original name it got in the UK only. I think later releases went, fuck it, Bully.
They did, you're absolutely
if you've
right.
got the
re-releases,
if you've got an original PS2 Bully, that's what it's called, yes. And yes, it needs a sequel yesterday.
Ballerina Toshinden says, take off Back to School and put on Grange Hill. I'm pretty sure it's actually a crime to say that in this country. I would go into hiding immediately. Oh, God.
It is, I would describe it as brave.
Yeah. Girl the Dragon 32, this is an interesting take. Don't get the love for School Days, Back to School, to be honest. Lots of nice little touches. But what's the actual game? I kind of see where you're coming from. I feel there's more game in Back to School than School Days, I think, actually, which is why I like it. But, yeah, I can see where you're coming from. But I think there's enough in there.
Especially in an era without sort of open world do what you like games. You know, that wasn't really a thing back there. I think they're novel for that you can just go off and bugger off and do your own thing. But not a wrong opinion, but
and
I don't care, I guess.
The incredible catharsis of naming all the teachers after the teachers at your school and dropping things on their heads. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Is it the CPC next?
First, we've got to complain about all the games that aren't on here, which
Oh,
I think
sorry,
are
yes.
extremely many. Where's the Chase HQ conversion or R-Type?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where is...
Maybe we'll see them later.
Oh my god, I've just realised. What's missing from the Amiga Power Top 100? Chaos missing from this as well.
Yeah.
Madness.
Oh god, what else can I think of? They've got a lot of mine. Because I would have lost my shit if the Great Escape hadn't been on there.
Jetpack is still kind of fantastic. Urban Lego Spaceman, yeah.
Playing Jetpack recently because I still on Game Pass, still compatible with the new Xboxes. Is the Rare Collection that I think was originally 360, I want to say, but whatever it was. There's both Jetpack Reloaded, which was originally an Xbox Live Arcade title, and the actual Jetpack on there. And yeah, both are still fab actually. Oh, it's Xbox One. Thank you, Ballerina.
It is Xbox One because I've got a copy. Yes, I think I got it for a
Cow...
tenner or something. Madness.
Yeah. Cat Cow has a good point. Where Time Stood Still, which was a sibling of The Great Escape and is just as deep, effectively. I guess they probably chose one or the other, but both are viable choices.
Head Over Heels is a good shout, Kanitawawi, yeah.
Yeah, is it me, or did I consider Head Over Heels more of a CPC game? Am I mad?
That's interesting. Not having played CPC back in the day, it wouldn't click with me like that, but you could well be right.
Gauntlet Spectrum is a particularly good version. That is also true.
True, yes. Lords of Midnight, yeah, that's kind of unique, isn't it? Rebel Star, says Ballerina. I would go for Rebel Star 2, but I think it's such that sort of strategy game is maybe a bit niche. I loved it, but don't know.
I guess we haven't seen a Horus game. We haven't seen a Jack the Nipper. We haven't seen. We haven't seen IK Plus still.
Oh yeah, the C64 version better, but
yeah, but we already know that's not coming up.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Chucky Egg, absolutely.
Yeah, Chucky Egg.
Okay, Elnie Coman. When you say Gauntlet is a bad game, is it Gauntlet Spectrum or is it Gauntlet?
Oh, that's interesting. It must mean Gauntlet in general because the Specky version is a good one, isn't it?
I'm wondering if there's a specific reason to hate it. I'm just interested. I'm not going to disagree. I quite like Gauntlet, but it's got problems.
I remember being very disappointed getting Gauntlet 2 and discovering it was the fucking same. I mean, well, it's the Spectrum version is different, but it's so similar to the first Gauntlet.
Fair enough, Gauntlet in a form. No, that's perfectly fine. My brother and I once saw Gauntlet 2 in one of those free-play arcades. It was a pop-up rather than like Arcade Club or anything. And falsely remembering it having about 30 levels, we decided to finish it because obviously we have infinite credits. An hour and a half later, I gave up, Googled, and discovered it has infinite levels. We run about 150 at the time.
Oh, God. That's... Oh, people mentioning Saboteur. Yes. Oh, my God.
Even maybe? Maybe that's me. Saberwolf's a good shout.
Yeah, Saberwolf is a good shout. Oh, yeah, Saboteur was kind of...
A lack of any of the text adventures, and there were definitely a few very good ones. We haven't had a Hitchhiker's Guide or a Zork or on any of these machines yet.
That's true. Elite, says Sneaky Bob. That's going to be kept for a BBC Micro if there's one of those, surely.
So, having looked ahead, we'll see Elite. I will tell you now. In fact, I mentioned the only game I remembered being on 2 lists. I'll tell you now, that's Elite.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Maybe there are others on 2 lists I've forgotten, but Elite is on 2 of these lists.
Deja Vu series? Yeah, bloody hell.
Geordie Racer on BBC Micro. I need to play that, having watched the series recently.
Yeah, it is a tie-in. It is a tie-in, yeah.
Oh, crikey.
Geordie Racer. Oh, my God.
I think the Atari 8-bit gets missed out, Sneaky Bob. That is not the most egregious missing out in this list of formats, but it is, I believe it's not there. And in fact, if you were to scroll on one page, we can answer a question.
I think we've got to go on because there's so many missing. We'll be here all night,
yeah.
won't we? Top 10 Amstrad CPC game.
And you will notice the third game mentioned. Just to settle that immediately.
Interesting.
But yeah, okay. So, having said that they don't rank them, they do say Spin Dizzy is the greatest game to ever appear on the Amstrad.
Oh.
Thoughts?
I don't think I've ever played any version of Spin Dizzy, so I can't really comment on that.
I definitely haven't played the CPC one, so I'm going to slightly opt out of this, but yeah. Oh, so the Spectrum version of Spin Dizzy can't be completed, which I would suggest disqualifies it from the top 10 of anything.
Well, absolutely. Oh, hello, 497. Yeah, somebody else already have Cosmic Wartoad when they due to its actual existence as a game, which I remember getting on Crash Magazine once. What a day that was. We played it for bloody ages recently, actually, when we were going through those. Roland on the ropes. Have we got God, those Bridget? Oh God, no, I can't think of these games. I'll be ill. Oh God, Craig Charlesworth points out Jets and El Nico Man. Jet Set Willy can't be completed.
That is true. To answer Enigma's question, Spin Dizzy is sort of Marble Madnessy.
Well, everybody seems quite happy with it being
All right.
there, so yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
And actually, there's another one I haven't played next. What's Get Dexter?
Get Dexter is a French game called Crafton and Zunk.
Well, I like that better already. So
yeah, and it's widely considered like one of the best Amstrad games. I've only played it briefly. It did seem pretty good.
Looks a bit. I mean, I'm only going by screenshots here. Degeneration is the.
It's the same people. They went on to do Degeneration, I believe.
Ah, yeah. Okay, yeah. That makes some sense.
That is, yeah. You're 100% with your game sensors there. Yeah.
That's just from a bunch of screenshots, so I would be happy to be wrong. But oh yeah, the blurb mentions Crafton and Zunk. Doesn't mention Degeneration, so I can still be smug. I presume we don't have to litigate Elite as being a good game, right?
I think if people haven't realised Elite is a good game by now, we're all doomed. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Alienate, I played on Spectrum and it was all right. Quite liked it if I remember, but I don't know what would make the Amstrad version so much better.
That they ran out of anywhere else to put it. That is my suspicion.
Yeah.
Although our author here is Steve McNally, who I believe was ultimately editor of Amiga Action. So I don't know if that brings into question, his sanity.
Yeah. I don't think you could keep it being in charge of Michael Jackson. Alien 8 CPC. Right, show me what this is like.
A little bit head over heels, as I recall.
Oh, yeah. No, they haven't done the colours properly. It just looks like a Spectrum port.
So is this just him squeezing it in because it wasn't anywhere else?
Yeah, it looks like one of those typical bad Spectrum ports with shitey colours and it runs a bit slow. Oh.
Dick Leddy is right. Elite's a great game, but why the CPC? Yeah.
That's got to be because it wouldn't fit anywhere else.
Again, we're going to see it again in a minute.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah.
But Alien 8, I think, possibly is just here because it fell off the bottom of the Spectrum list. Which obviously means the Spectrum is better than the CPC. Well, I'm glad we settled that.
I feel it's scientifically proven now.
Yeah. Do I need to hire protection?
I think these days you'll be fine.
Not least because the sheer size of the CPC means they could do some damage.
Oh, God. I've got 3 in my office now. A CPC 464, a 664, and the other one, this number I can't remember, the 128K one. They're so big they take up an entire shelf on their own. That's 3 shelves of Amstrads.
4 is cassette, 6 is disc, the other bit is the memory.
That's it. Oh, 6128, that's the one. Thank you, folks. Yeah. Damn you, local charity shops who happen to have lots of Amstrads once.
They're also responsible for a running gag with me and my friends where, because the CPC Plus was basically just a CPC with a cartridge slot, we now refer to anything that is something Plus as being the original thing but with a cartridge slot. Regardless of what it is.
So like IK Plus... Yeah.
Yeah, there's a former Pound store near me called Pound Plus, and I assume that's just a Poundland with a cartridge slot. That kind of thing.
What if that's true? And you can put it, you can find the special cartridge, put it in a hole in the wall, and unlock all the secret stock. That would be amazing.
I mean, get you another 3 years of videos at least.
God, I need it. Poundland are in trouble, apparently.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh. I mean,
What was the one that went
from there these days?
The Poundland clone that went under a couple of years back?
Pound World.
That's the one.
And 99p stores Poundland bought out.
Yeah. Because they could outbid them by 1p.
Exactly. That was their fate. Yeah. By the time you've scaled that up, it makes such a difference.
Be right back, founding £1 stores.
They're doomed, I say. Highway Encounter. Several people mentioned this before.
It's interesting, Highway Encounter. I'm not sure it strikes me as a top 10, but it's interesting.
Yeah, again, I've only played it on Spectrum and didn't have much fun, I don't think.
I don't believe it's any different on CPC, or at least to a degree that changes its inclusion in any sort of top 10 list like the one we might literally be looking at.
And people are saying, in fact, I think you mentioned no Jack the Nipper, but here it is on the Amstrad one.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it fell off the bottom of the... This entire list is shit that fell off the bottom of the Spectrum list, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? Again, looking at Jack the Nipper, it's just a Spectrum Sport port without any decent colours.
Yeah, and presumably with a slightly slower frame rate, because they usually did when they did it that way.
Absolutely. What about Batman? Batman CPC? Yep.
This entire list is going to be that. So
that's really bad.
And Ghostbusters is probably the same.
Oh, yes. Let's have a look. I'm trying to think of a good conversion. Grisor is impressive. I think the Chase
they
HQ
probably
was
exist,
quite
but they're
impressive.
probably not conversions as such. You know, like if they write a version for the CPC, it's probably fine. If you try and port the Spectrum version, you're just going to add some ugly colours at the expense of frame rate.
Yeah, it's exactly.
And generally that makes it worse. It's actually why, semi-seriously, I tend to prefer the Spectrum stuff. Not because of the machine's capabilities, but because the way people use the CPC often resulted in absolute shit. Same with the MSX.
Absolutely, I was about to say that.
Lazy Spectrum things that don't take any advantage of it.
The Ghostbusters game does seem to be its own thing to an extent.
Okay, all right.
So that's something. But, dear.
It gave me the chance to look up Barry McGowan boxing. I have no memory of that. It looks like a generic boxing game. I'm kind of surprised a 1985 boxing game is still in the top 10 for the system, and press X to doubt.
I've heard that mentioned before, so it must be something that people remember well.
You'd assume so.
But I've never played it myself. Yeah, it does. It does look very generic boxing game, doesn't it?
According to the Retro Gamer blurb, it sort of puts in a sort of RPG element for preparation and training, and I guess there's a depth to it. But yeah, sure.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that a game that early in the system's life is.
Yeah, people seem to like it, but yeah. Fair enough. Batman, Ghostbusters. Way of the Exploding Fist. Please don't let this be another bad port. or lazy port, I suppose.
I will let you look that up. Yeah, Prince of Persia's a game I'm surprised we haven't seen yet. I don't know if it makes an appearance later, but it's got to be on one of these lists, surely. And CPC would be as good as any, given the company we've got.
I think Exploding Fist looks pretty good on the Amstrad, actually. It just looks like the Spectrum version, but with decent colours. I think it may be the specky version with some colour layering, but it looks all right. It actually has colours where, like the people have flesh colours, they're not all green or some nonsense. So, yeah, fair enough. Oh, but Sir Hilary Manfat says the Amstrad version of Fist only had one background, though. Oh. I'm very unimpressed with this CPC list. It really does feel like an overspill of Spectrum games.
It's an also run... Yeah, it's an also run of the Spectrum list, pretty much. Roland Rattus says someone at school had an MSX and he boasted at how he could play all these cool Konami games, some on cartridge, which weren't far off the arcade version he claimed. Yes, they were, but this is the thing. When you used MSX properly, you got some stuff. The original Metal Gear being fairly obvious one.
And some pretty good... there are some pretty good Konami conversions. I wouldn't have said they're not far off the arcade as pushing it, but and then what else do you get? You get shitty Spectrum ports, just like the Amstrad. Awful. I
don't believe we get an MSX top 10, so we will not get to litigate that. Plus, we should probably get some sort of a shuffle on.
We should. Oh my god, yes, time is a-going. Right.
It always does.
BBC games, Elite in the top.
Yeah, enough. I mean, obviously.
Yep.
And Barbarian is a repeat.
Oh, Barbarian comes back again. I don't know what the BBC version looks like. Oh, I have to bloody find out, though. BBC Barbarian. The answer is... Ooh, not good, Goeys, not good. Oh, it looks like it plays all right, though, to be fair.
You'd hope so.
They've all got that lurid pink for the skin colour, and it's a bit of an eyesore. But okay.
Retro Gamer doesn't say a lot about it. I'm not going to know a lot of these, although I'm sure we're going to get to Revs on the next page, and
Repton,
obviously...
there is a Repton. I can see it on the bloody cover, actually. I don't know which one, but...
So Hopper Brogger version, I don't know it, but...
I think that is a very early Frogger clone, if it's what I'm thinking of. Well, obviously Frogger clone, but I think it's quite an early one.
Retro Gamer is saying, too small for anyone on the stream to read, that it's one of a bunch of Acorn Soft arcade conversions that they say were pretty much all good.
So Acorn Soft did it themselves. Fair enough. Codename Droid is excellent. Very, very good game. Oh, good old Superior Software, who did Citadel as well, which is a popular boy. But Codename Droid was good. Very good.
If you want to talk about it, hold on for 2 seconds.
Aha! Oh, yes, there we go. Revs, I don't know. Don't know Revs.
So, Revs was the first driving game by the person Amiga Powered eventually christened Sir Jeff Crammond.
Fair.
It was him before Stunt Car Racer, before F1 GP, before 4 other F1 GPs. So it's actually not based on F1, it's based on a lower formula, which is only of interest to me and maybe 3 other people. But it's very British focused and unsurprisingly is massively advanced as a simulation for the time it came out. The reason it's interesting on BBC is the C64 version might be better. But it's associated with the BBC, so it's probably fair to be here. It didn't get out of those 2 machines, I believe, which is a shame because it deserves to. But yeah, we all know what Sir Jeff went on to do, and assume this.
Thrust is great, but I don't recall ever playing the BBC version.
Me either, but I will certainly support its inclusion somewhere, so it might as well be here.
Yeah, I think it was the ST version I played, if I remember. Can't remember now. But yeah, superb game. Citadel was good, yeah. It was very good. I don't think it's certainly not in the same sort of league as Codename Droid there, but it is still a good, fun game.
There's your Repton.
Repton. Don't understand why Repton, because I think the 3rd one was the best one.
Were they all on BBC?
Yes. Oh, I think it was... No, I was going to say BBC only, not really. I think there was a Spectrum conversion eventually, but it was basically Boulder Dash, but somehow a very popular sort of electronic BBC version. And there were loads of them. Things like Around the World in so many screens. I can't remember the number now. 80 screens, it literally says. Repton Through Time.
But also, what other number could it possibly be in that sentence?
That's true. I just didn't want to say it and be wrong, but I should have guessed, really, shouldn't I? You'd never know. Around the World in 12 screens. Repton. That should be Repton 3, shouldn't it? BBC guys. Big Jim Bob, son of Ryber, is saying 3. Yeah.
Maybe they're just putting it as representative. It does list a few in the text. Roland Rattaz said, what SimCity was on BBC? Yes, it was.
What the fuck?
Amazingly, it's a bloody good try.
Good God. I'm not sure I can get behind any version of SimCity where you can't play with a mouse. But
it's the greatest version of SimCity. I don't think you can play with the mouse, and that's clearly the SNES version. But I see your point.
I didn't know there was an SNES version.
Really? No, SNES SimCity is a gem. Nintendo did it themselves. It's got the greatest intro to any game ever. There's the hill I will die on. SimCity on SNES. If you don't know it, watch the intro. It's lovely. But they actually inserted a Will Wright-based character to tutorial you through it. And the monster that can attack the city is literally Godzilla.
Nice.
It's just a lovely version of. Oh, sorry, Bowser, yeah. Not Godzilla, Bowser.
This BBC version looks remarkably impressive.
It is. I mean, it's not the version you play now.
No.
But it's remarkable in 32K. But yeah, that and the SNES versions. Thank you, Reckless Rick.
Hang on, guys. I've just realised there was a mouse for the BBC Micro. Could you use it in SimCity? Is that a thing you could do? No, you can't use the mouse.
Say no.
No, Chloe Raccoon said no as well. Bugger.
Yeah. I actually don't know if the SNES one supports the mouse, to be honest, but I'm going to die on the hill anyway. Actually, obscure SNES releases. Does anyone remember Sim Town? Which was a kid-focused version of SimCity that was only released on PC. And by only released on PC, I mean except in Japan, where there is an SNES version under the name SimCity Junior.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's quite nice. I bought a cheap import copy because I kind of had to. But yes, I own SNES SimCity on both UK and Japanese region. Because yeah, it's one of those ones I will defend. SimCity SNES. If you didn't play it, play it.
Right, I'm at the very least going to watch the intro.
At least start it up and watch because it is just nice. And the only video game I have ever cosplayed. The intro to SimCity. Watch the intro to SimCity and you'll guess how I did it. But it involved a bedsheet with a cityscape on it.
Oh, and Exile. Exile had to be on here. Exile is great. Bloody difficult, but great. Yeah, if that wasn't on here, I would have definitely smelled something awry. Again, where's Chucky Egg, though?
See, Pecos now has the SNES SimCity music stuck in their head, and well, they might.
That was interesting, BBC. I wasn't sure that would be a thing, but...
I'm kind of surprised they picked it as a machine, having cruelly, obviously, as you probably realise by now, omitted history's greatest console from this list, but hey.
You mean there's no GX4000? I mean,
there is
Sega Master System?
Oh, dear.
That is a bit
anyway
disappointing. I reckon we call this a night here and we do the rest in another stream. What say you, sir?
Absolutely.
How many are left? Actually, I can check myself if I turn off the audience.
2, 3. We're actually halfway. There's 5 left.
Oh, that's brilliant.
All right, we shall litigate the 16 bits and the arcade very shortly. Namely, next time you have a spare week.
Jesus Christ, they have top 10 arcade games. That's a whole kettle of fish.
On next time, everyone.
Whoa. Holy shit.
And there's absolutely no way anyone can spoil it because there's no way anyone could possibly get hold of this magazine except...
Yeah, there are no known scans except everywhere.
Except the one they literally officially released, which I think is the one I sent you. So. But yes, all right. If you will indulge me, I have a short quiz for you, sir.
Oh, certainly. Are there any visuals I need to give the people at home?
But I do need to explain the background to the lovely people. So, Stuart's talked about it a bit, and you may have seen videos on my channel. Thanks to lovely Alessandro, we discovered essentially that during the 80s, magazines in Italy, where there was no copyright protection for games, would literally just mount a bunch of free games to the cover without licensing them at all. Now, the problem with that is that trademark laws existed. So in order to mount these games to the cover, they had to rename them. And sometimes those names didn't make a lot of sense. So, Only Connect Style, I have got 6 of those games here. And for a descending number of points, Stuart, I'm going to feed you the name of a game that the Italian magazine used, and you have to, in as few guesses as possible, tell me what game it is.
I'm sure this will be extremely easy and not in any way cripplingly difficult.
Well, obviously the first one is cripplingly difficult, and then when you get down to the fourth one, it will be cripplingly easy. Feel free to play along, chat. I will take my answers from Stuart, but you can make him look like an idiot if you like.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
So, and I'm going to ruin your day because the first one is literally the example I used in the video of mine I know you have watched.
Oh, now can I remember it? That's the problem.
That's what I'm wondering. So, chat and Stuart, what game in reality is New Dimension?
Oh, God.
If you're stuck, give me a random game and I shall move on.
See, it's one of those things where I wish I could see the cover. I'm not sure it'd help. I just would really like to see a cover. Which was New Dimension.
2 identical guesses in chat, both wrong, but wonderful guesses.
Oh, that is a good guess. Yeah, that makes sense. See, it's not going to be something...
Games. In fact, these are all, I believe, C64 games.
It's going to be something like a 3D game. Oh, God, was it one of the Freescape games? Like Dark Side or something?
It is not. Intelligent Ball. These are all the same game. New Dimension and Intelligent Ball.
So I just love that they're still the same game. Intelligent Ball and New Dimension. It's not a whole new ball game, is it?
It's not.
Oh, bugger.
Mad Ball. New Dimension, Intelligent Ball, Mad Ball.
Marble Madness.
Nope. And the last
Yes.
one, Ball Race. Ball Race, Mad Ball, Intelligent Ball, New Dimension. And I've let it scroll a bit so it's not obvious. Someone in chat did get it.
Oh, okay.
And I've noted their name to congratulate them later.
Oh, bloody hell. I should remember this.
There's no reason you would after all these months, but it just amused me to use it.
Ball Race. See, that's the one that's throwing me.
There's a reason I've read it last. I don't know if you're
That's
glancing.
something like God, I wish I had chat up, but that's cheating.
Chat has basically got it, so they've beaten you on this one. Yes, but the plurality answer in chat, people, is correct.
It's not the fuck me, the game that came before Trailblazer. I can't think what it's called. It's just something like it's not Ball Blazer, but something like that.
Let me ask you a question, Stuart. What is the game that came after the game that came before Trailblazer?
Hang on. The game that... Oh, it is Trailblazer.
It is indeed Trailblazer, yes.
I was trying to think of what was that? Was it? It wasn't Ball Blazer, surely the first one.
I think it was.
Oh
actually.
my god. Okay. Okay.
And the first person to get that, I believe, was Urban Spaceman in chat. So congratulations there.
Good work, Urban Spaceman.
All right. And I promise you're not getting this one early, but I'm going to be interested in your guesses.
Okay.
Start new game. Stardust.
Ghostbusters.
No. But I like it. The last one of these is just so very obvious when we get to it, so you will get this immediately on the 1 point guess. Starman. Stardust and Starman.
Oh, okay. It's C64 stuff, isn't it?
Kumimono, it's a classic. It's wrong, but I wish it wasn't.
No, it's Nodes of Yesod.
Nope. No, chat still hasn't got it, but they shouldn't because those names are nonsense.
Oh, okay.
Stardust, Starman, Mission X-24.
Mission X-24. Not Impossible Mission.
Nope. If I give you the last one, you guess it instantly, and you'll also hate me.
Okay.
Do you want it?
I'll have one more guess.
All right. No one in chat's got it either. You're nowhere close, chat.
Sanxion.
Nope.
No, go on then.
Contreras.
Oh! Grisor.
Quite. It is literally yes, Contra.
Bloody hell.
How
Oh.
you get Stardust Starman? How'd you get that from Contra?
Well, they're on a planet.
Yeah.
Planet's probably going around a star. It's not working, is it? That's absolute madness. Madness.
I would, of course, have accepted Probotector, yes, but I don't think we were getting that either.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
So this one I think might be gettable relatively early if your brain's in the right place. The Fabulous Hero.
The Fabulous Hero. Oh. Great Gurianos, which I think was also a version of Gladiator.
Oh, I like it. No.
Oh.
The Fabulous Hero and Hercules.
Oh.
Again, I'm not seeing anyone right in chat.
I mean, there is a Hercules game, so it's clearly not that.
It's not that. But yes, sometimes they did name things as other people's trademarks. Someone mentioned Outrun earlier. That was on a magazine as Test Drive. I don't know how either.
Mad.
But yeah, the Fabulous Hero, Hercules. Still no correct answers in chat either.
Superman or something?
Not as far off as you'd think, but no. The Fabulous Hero, Hercules, The Warriors.
The Warriors.
Good guesses in chat, all wrong. Yeah, Scottish Drunkard. These are names that Italian magazines gave games in order to avoid trademark. Stuart is bravely attempting to figure out what they actually were from increasingly easy clues. So is chat, and they are still all wrong. I wonder how quick from the last clue anyone will get it. I will look for the first one when we get there.
So it sounds like there's multiple people now. Mind you, I'm applying logic to nonsense names.
You are applying to nonsense.
The
The Fabulous Hero, Hercules, and the Warriors is all the same game, and it will sort of make sense when you know the answer, which no one has yet.
Oh, hang on. C64, Bruce Lee?
Oh, I like it, but no.
Oh.
The last one, Universum.
Universum? What?
And assume if I put an answer last, it's the closest to the real one.
Oh my god.
So, Universum, The Fabulous Hero,
Yeah.
Hercules,
Okay.
and I'll help by leaving out the Warriors, because I think that's least relevant.
Hercules.
Someone in
Universe.
chat-
Hercules Universe, Masters of the Universe.
Correct.
Oh!
I think Scottish Drunkard was first, but so no, Fatwitch got it, Esther got it, Viggledy got it, and Commissar Ludfang pretty much all together. But I'm awarding it on my screen to Scottish Drunkard.
That's madness.
I know. The Fabulous Hero, once you know. Brilliant.
Yeah.
It depends how
God.
you say fabulous, I think.
Is it the... There's two Master of the Universe games, C64. Is it the one based on the cartoon or the one based on the film?
You know what? I genuinely don't know.
I mean, it makes no difference. I was just wondering.
Because I just scrolled down the resource I had until I found some names I liked. So I actually can't tell you what it really is. So a small clue for the next one. It has been mentioned today.
Oh, okay.
Sky Kid.
Sky Kid. Hero.
Oh, but...
Bugger.
Sky Kid and Karateka.
Oh, the Karateka.
Karateka could be it?
Yeah, that's a real game, isn't it? Pre-Prince of Persia.
This isn't. Well, it might be pre-Prince of Persia. This isn't that.
Yeah, this is just by coincidence, isn't it? Oh god, it's got to be either International Karate or Way of the Exploding Fist. I'm going to go for International Karate because that was more of a thing on the C64.
You said that at the exact second Urban Lego Spaceman said it in chat, and you are both correct.
Hey!
Your first 3 points. The other names for that, and it gets increasingly obvious, Karate Master and Super Karate. But yes, another victory for Urban Lego Spaceman there.
Good work.
And as JP Quinn points out, IK Plus is of course just International Karate with a cartridge slot. Excellent grasping of the meta, JP Quinn. I am very proud.
Nice. Nice.
I put this in because I'm genuinely interested how quick anyone gets it. 2 more to go, both of which I like. Now, rookies.
Rookies. Okay. Combat School?
You haven't heard of Combat School? It isn't, but interesting. Rookies, Wally Joe. That's WOLLY for all it
Wally
matters.
Joe. It's not going to be everyone's a Wally. It can't be Joe Blade, surely.
You're right, it can't. Several people went for everyone's a Wally and they're wrong, but I like it. And yes, the CBM Plus 4 did indeed have 4 cartridge slots. Of course it did. Those are the rules. Rookies, Wally Joe, Golden Child.
Oh, rookies. Wally Joe.
I'm scrolling for this. I don't think everyone associates this with the C64. Someone has got it in chat. Moogle Mania is correct. Well done, Moogle Mania. You can be smug while Stuart attempts to get this. Everyone will get it from the last clue if he needs it.
Run that by me again. What have we got so far? We've
Rookies.
Yep.
Wally Joe with an O.
Okay.
And Golden Child.
Golden Child is interesting. It's just making me think,
It
what
is,
games have children in? I mean, you've got Jack the Nipper. Well, that's springing to mind because we mentioned it earlier.
Isn't it nice, chat, to watch his pain sometimes? He gives you a quiz almost every Wednesday, and he gets to sit there all smug and knowing the answers.
Until I forget them. Golden Child. God, what's the... Wonder Boy is a bouncing baby. Atomic
Correct.
Robo... Oh!
Yeah.
Hey! Well, there we are. Not Adventure Island, but Wonder Boy. Yep.
Moogle Mini was first in chat. A couple of people followed up closely. The last clue was Wonder Man. How does that get you out of a trademark suit? So, one more left, Stuart, and I have to warn you, Alessandro got this on the first name.
Oh, okay.
And I will be genuinely interested if anyone else does. So, last game, first name, Baby I Kill You.
the least popular Val Dunican song.
And Rusty Russ in chat got it. So good luck, Stu. Urban Lego Spaceman was directly behind. Yes, you two, you are correct. No, I don't understand either.
Baby I Kill You.
Yep.
Baby I Kill You. I think this is sounding like a very, very bizarre noir thriller or something. Baby. Hang on, what about Baby though? Oh no, we've just.
I don't wish to worry you, Stuart, but one of the reactions in chat when realising 2 people had got the right answer was just, what?
Oh, I'm not going to get it. I mean, games with babies in. We're back to Jack the Nipper and bloody Wonder Boy. It was Wonder Boy again.
Nope, Jack the Nipper.
Oh, Jack! Oh, of course, because he's bad. Baby, I
was worried when you said it for the last one.
Oh my god!
So yes, Jack the Nipper was Baby I Kill You in E Magnifici Sette.
That's the greatest thing ever.
I know, that's why I cleared it. The other names, by the way, Neonato,
what?
Baby Life, and here's where I think everyone gets it, the Nipper.
Yes. Yes, that will do it.
But yes, did I mention who in chat? Yes, Rusty Russ and Urban Lego Spaceman got it near instantly. But still, good work, Stu.
Bloody hell. Baby, I Kill You. That's perfect.
I know. I chose it because I wasn't going to let that name slide, but bloody hell.
What was the second one?
Neonato.
Neonato. So, is that like
yeah.
Italian for newborn or something?
I believe so, yeah. I think Alessandro said as much.
That makes sense to me, but yeah. Bloody hell.
I think you did pretty well there. I mean, Contra was basically in there as a joke. Everything else you got ahead of time.
That's mad. So the I Kill You, is that like... Are they thinking of Jack the Ripper instead of Jack the Nipper?
I guess so. I mean, that is the pun.
We're doing this, but like, we're never going to understand the thought processes.
No, I mean, our thought processes are writers on 80s Italian magazines trying desperately to come up with a name that isn't going to get them sued for the games that somehow won't get them sued.
The big question is, were all of the covers actually spaceships?
I'm not sure a lot of them had covers, but
I can believe
Baby
that.
I Kill You did, because I've seen it and it's spectacular.
Oh God, I need to. I'm not going to Google "Baby I Kill You."
No, in fact, I can probably go back through my DMs with your friend and mine and find that one. But
I've somewhere there is, I can't remember the name of it, but there's like a big.
I wonder if I can get away with posting a link into chat. We shall see.
If not, we can give you special permission.
Well, an excellent bot has yelled at me for it. It was worth a try.
So, yeah, there is a way to give any mods. How do we do the permission thing? I've not done it for ages.
Thank you, Simmons Dude, who apparently does have permission. That is what I was trying to paste in. Baby I Kill You is on that page, and I suggest everyone take a quick look, because bloody hell.
My God. Oh! Oh, that's not good. That's monstrous.
No. Yeah.
That really is Baby
And
I
another
Kill
one
You.
in chat, and I cannot disagree with the fine people.
I didn't know they did these insane loading screens. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
This stuff's mad.
But yeah, I picked it independently of that, but when I tested the competition with Alessandro, he just sent me that, and I had to go have a lie down.
That is absolutely monstrous.
It is rather, isn't it?
Fucking hell.
I don't think anyone knows what's happening in Igor, but it's probably not good.
Bloody hell. Oh. Well, that's an image to finish on. That's my comeuppance for sending you that Simpsons freeze frame earlier, isn't it?
It absolutely is comeuppance for that image you sent me earlier, yes.
For anyone... I can't show it to the people. I haven't got it on the computer, but there is a freeze frame of The Simpsons of Homer choking on a donut, and it's one of the most grotesque things ever created by man.
Yes, thanks for that.
Yeah, and that's including Cisco Heat on the C64. Right. Oh. So, all right. Mr. Dudley, if somebody was to think, I need to get more of this Yesterzine action, how would they go about doing it?
Well, their best route would be to go onto YouTube and search for Yesterzine, because I have somehow found something that is searchable.
Hey!
Where you will find a monthly show that picks apart an old gaming magazine, litigates its reviews much as we've done here, and looks at what they predicted the future and or past was like, and generally and very amusingly. If I'm to suggest one episode, look for the recent one with the thumbnail that says "This Isn't Outrun," because that looks at the Italian gaming scene and many more of these weirdly named games.
Oh, yes.
Find out what they think Nightmare was called. But they're all good, obviously.
That is a nice place to start, especially if you've been interested in the Italian craziness of the Italian scene at the time.
Indeed. And ignore that it has a cliffhanger resolution at the start, or maybe watch the one before it first.
Yeah. Oh, yes, because Because
of the thing that happens in the previous episode, yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
Well, thank you very much again for bringing us exciting things to look at. And
always.
Thank you very
and
much
I
for
shall
the
come back
quiz.
and do...
Much appreciated.
I shall do the other 5 machines with you when next there is a free slot.
Bloody marvellous. Let's work out something for February, if that works for you, sir.
Almost certainly.
Bloody excellent. Lovely. Thank you very much, fella. You take care.
Thank you for having me, Stuart. Thank you for having me,
speak
chat.
to you soon.
Please
Take
cut
care.
me off rudely at your leisure.
I shall do it now. Goodbye. And there we are. Oh, that was fun. That quiz was a bloody bugger. I'm very pleased with myself for getting Jack the Nipper. Although, admittedly, it's mostly from the thought process of the previous question. But hey, such is life. Right. I think I may have just